Well, the natural question is, CD got paid. Are you next?
Not really sure. Not my focus anymore, to be honest with you. Told you guys that really can't say ever was really my focus. It's about making myself and this team better, getting us in the best position and the most confident to go up to Cleveland and start the season off with a win.
Have you instructed continue with Todd, or do you want to shut him down when the season starts?
No, I mean that's up to Todd and those guys. Once again, I'm not going to be a part of them here as the season starts. And they've been going. They've been going obviously heavily through Todd and Steven both. So yeah, it's just all part of it. As I said, my job and my focus now is control what I can. And as I said, back in camp, it's two parts to this. Both sides have to come to the agreement.
You don't need a deal done before the season.
I don't need no.
Would you like it done before the season?
I think it says a lot if it is or if it isn't. But however, doesn't really matter to me, to be honest with you.
What does it say if it isn't?
Just how people feel.
Which people?
I don't know.
How do you how do you feel if it isn't?
You're right about that.
You open that door.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
How do you feel about Jerry said the negotiation isn't about your merit as the Cowboys quarterback, but more about their cap situation? What do you take from that when he says, it's not really about what you're doing?
Yeah, I understand that. That's the business and the nature of this game that we play. Yeah, I mean, I stopped, honestly, listening to things that he says to the media a long time ago. So it doesn't really hold weight with me.
You played under.
What's good, everybody? It's Big Game James, man. I'm back in these work streets. It's Friday, 3-day weekend. I'm off the whole weekend and Monday. But anyway, just want to make a quick video. This will be a quick one because it's only going to talk about one person, Mr. Dak Prescott. Now, at the beginning of this video, you saw his press conference he had yesterday. Clarence Hill and those guys were asking questions. Same damn questions they always do. I know it. I'm going to give props to Dak. Man, this whole time in his career, the man has just answered the questions. He knows how to answer questions. Like, he was really taught how to answer questions, whether it was school. He knows how to speak to the public. He's just good with that. He always been good with that. Like I said, the things that I've always loved about Dak from day one, since he's came into the league, is his perseverance, his stand up. He don't get in trouble. He's a good dude. He's a good man. And for everything that's happened to him, family-wise, people just really don't understand. He's kept it together this whole time, been strong, kept it strong, and I've always respected that about Dak Prescott. Now, y'all know I've tripped on Dak, but it's just been on performances, and sometimes it's just me being frustrated. Sometimes it ain't even valid what I be saying sometimes about Dak because I just be mad and pissed. And Dak is the easiest person to hit because he's the quarterback, just like on any team. So I have done that numerous times. I've done it numerous times. But I've always loved Dak. I ain't never said I hate Dak. And whenever I've said about Dak leaving, it's not because I don't want Dak to be on the Dallas Cowboys. It's because I'm just tired of this stuff with him and the Joneses. And, I told you, people can have their own thoughts and feelings. But I just feel like they play around too much with him. They do it to everybody, but they play too much around him. And I feel like just because he ain't kissed the ring like Romo did, Romo kissed the ring. That's why there wasn't never no problems on contracts. But guess what? Romo put in his second deal, you can't franchise me, because he knew they would do it to him too. But, I've always loved that about Dak. And, I ain't going to lie. I love this Dak right now. You know what I'm saying? I love this Dak right now. I told you, I feel like if y'all really love this dude, y'all wouldn't put him through this. And I'm staying on that. I don't care. I don't care if it would be a dumb decision. It would be a dumb decision to not have him on the team, have like a $40 million cap hit, and then eventually get a third-round pick. It wouldn't make no sense for you to do that. But the Joneses don't make sense in what they do. That's real talk. I like this Dak, to get on that. The interview, I think it was Clarence Hill. He always asks them good questions. I think they got a good relationship. But, he said CD got paid. What's up? how you feeling? You know, do you want to get paid? Is that a priority to you? And you know, that I like how I just kept it real. Like, nah, it ain't priority. You know, I'm done thinking about it. Like, I'm a person. I'm thinking about it. This is my future. This is my next deal. This is my future. I have a wife. I have a girlfriend. I have a kid. I got a lot of things going on. So, yeah, I'm going to think about it. Who wouldn't? Everybody in their right mind would think about that deal if you're playing in the game of football or any game of sports, right? So I like how he's just like, yeah, you know, I ain't thinking about it. Only thing I'm worried about is get my team prepared for Cleveland, get my squad prepared for Cleveland, and I ain't worried about that. Todd is all talking to Steven. They doing their thing. He like, do you need to have it done before by the start of the year? You know, and you could hear you could see in his face where he was like, yeah, I kind of do want it. You know, I kind of do want it to get it over with, get it done, move forward so we can just go play football and try to win what we got to win. So I could hear it in his voice, but I also heard him like, you know, I ain't dying if we don't, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to still handle my business. I'm going to still do what I need to do. I'm going to still be in the locker room here for my guys, and I'm going to still get on that field and do what we need to do to win games. And you know, when Dak is motivated and people are betting against him, you know he's going to turn up. That's one thing I know about him. He will turn up. He don't back down from that. I like that. And then, you know, he like, hey, if it happens at the beginning of the year, middle of the year, okay. I like for it, but if it don't, it is what it is. I'm playing football. That's the way you're supposed to go about it. He answering the questions the right way. But I like how he's like, you can see in his attitude, like, man, I ain't tripping. They either going to sign me or they don't. They don't sign me, I'm still going to turn up, and I'm still going to get paid. So it's up to them if they want to do it. You feel me? And then when I heard him, the last part of it, when they were, Clarence Hill asked me, like, well, what does it say if they don't sign you at the beginning of the year? And he says, he said, you know, it says a lot to me if they don't. You know, what do you mean? What does it say? I mean, it says, you know, just what it says. You know, you can listen to the quote because I may be misquoting it right now. But basically, like, it just says a lot. You know, if they don't sign me by the beginning of the year, it says a lot to me. And then I'm going to go do my thing. But to me, that's telling me, okay, y'all playing the game. Y'all really don't want this, or y'all on that BS. And I'm gonna turn up. I'm gonna do what I need to do, and then I could be out. But regardless, I'm getting paid. And you know, when they asked about Jerry, and he was just like, man, I don't be listening. Basically, he said, I don't be listening to what Jerry say. Y'all be listening to Jerry. I don't listen to him. You know what I'm saying? Because everything he's saying in the media don't hold no weight with me. It don't got nothing to do with me. Everything he telling y'all, he ain't telling me that. In the one-on-one conversations, he ain't telling me that. So I ain't listening to all that mumbo-jumbo he be saying in them streets, because the contract gonna say otherwise. So, you know, like I said, I have my feelings about, you know, this, you know, franchising them, you know, paying other people before Dak, saying that goofy stuff in the media by Jerry, and even Steven was saying it before he got his first deal. We forget how hard Steven was going in that media and how many interviews Stephen Jones was doing, talking about Dak got to understand he got to have the piece of the pie for everybody. Dak got to understand we got to have other people around him. Dak got to understand this. Dak got to understand that. We forget all them interviews Stephen Jones was doing on Dak's first deal, so I ain't going away from that. I ain't forgetting that. I ain't forgetting he said all that, and I ain't forgetting what Jerry say. And yeah, Jerry just be rambling, but Jerry be he calculated in his rambling. So now I just feel like Dak is giving it back to him. Like, look, you either want me or you don't. My agent, you already know what he gonna do. You already know how he gonna handle the business. It ain't gonna be nothing easy. I'll give you a little concessions, but y'all gonna pay me my money. I did what I need to do. This ain't a one-man gang thing. It's coaches, it's players, it's organization. This ain't on Dak. And it's sad because I've done it, you know, I blamed him for some times I shouldn't, but sometimes I feel with Dak Prescott, the people out there, like some of my peoples who I really mess with, I feel like sometimes they give him too much of a pass. That's all I'm saying with Dak. If Dak make a mistake, oh, that wasn't him, that was Kellen Moore. You get what I'm saying? That's the only thing, that's my only problem with people with Dak. That man, he a dog, he a beast. I love Dak. But don't act like he don't be tripping. Don't act like he don't be slipping up. Don't act like he don't fall short. Has he fell short all the time in them playoffs? No, and that's not right that people say that, and I've said it before. 2016, 2018 was not on him. You know what I'm saying? Even 2021, that was the whole squad. I said 2022 was the one, that was the moment, the San Francisco game, that was the moment. You know, I felt like that was the moment he could have took it to another level. It didn't happen. And last year, the whole thing was effed up. It wasn't just Dak played terrible, but the whole thing messed up. But, you know, I ain't gonna ramble on about that because we done talked about that 100 million times. I don't even want to talk about it no more. Shouldn't even have to explain no more. We're gonna see. Next week, games start. Next, Sunday? Cleveland Browns. That's gonna be a tough game. Defense going tough. You know, I don't know how Watson's gonna be playing, but Browns are a legit team. They're a legit playoff team. They're a legitly good team. So that's what the focus needs to be. And these distractions that these Joneses are calling, that's on them. But at the end of the day, I love how Dak came in and basically let them know, I ain't tripping. They gonna pay this money or they not gonna pay this money. I'm gonna be me and I'm gonna do my thing. And regardless, I'm gonna get paid, whether it's here in Dallas or somewhere else. Big Game James, I'm out. Happy Labor Day. Peace.